sugar boogers, welcome back to the channel for a brand new speed build. So today, you guys, we are getting down and dirty and finally creating Miss Taylor Pope's apartamento. So I think I asked you guys, I don't even know, like maybe 4 weeks ago in the FOREMANS, what kind of apartment could you envision Taylor living in? And a lot of you guys gave me some phenomenal suggestions. So over the course of the last 2 days, I have been trying to actually execute those suggestions into an apartment, and let me tell you, the struggle is freaking real. So first, let me backtrack a little bit and explain to you where the next episode of the FOREMANS currently is. I haven't filmed it yet. I've been dealing with a lot of drama in my life today, and I will, of course, girl, I will of course give you the freaking piping hot tea here in just a second if I have time. But other than that, I've just been trying to take my time and really work on, developing the characters of the FOREMANS a little bit more. Taylor is definitely a very influential sim when it comes to that family, so I wanted her to have her own place, a little nook to call home, and I also really wanted it to reflect her personality as a character. So long story short, we are here presently in 701 Zenview. Now this lot in particular is actually a 2-story apartment, but Taylor, even though she is an heiress of millionaires, she actually prefers more humble beginnings, I guess. She doesn't really want to live in a penthouse or a mansion or a skyscraper. You know what I mean? She isn't trying to be Rapunzel or any of that jazz. She's actually just a very down to earth, simple chick who just so happens to have very rich parents. And even though you might be looking at her bank account and thinking, well, she has $101,000, don't worry, that isn't hers. That was just kind of my set of funds so that I could decorate this apartment to how I liked it. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for kind of giving me those suggestions to create a kind of, I don't know exactly what the theme was, but you did mention how you wanted some exposed brick and that she would probably have a more cozier, vibrant apartment. Now, these are all things that I struggle with significantly. In fact, I actually tried to create this apartment again over the course of the last 2 days, and I spent a total of an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours on her previous apartment that I was creating, and it seriously just reminded me of a freaking box of Cheerios. It was bland, it was colorless, and it probably tasted like the insole of a freaking shoe. It was just not the bee's knees, okay? I was not living for it, and so I decided to go and take your suggestions and scour the internet and just try to find some ideas, some inspiration. Of course, I came up with a bunch of inspiration from Google, but then I went to my go-to builders. We all know how much I love Kayla, and we all know how much I love, oh God, brace myself here, I'm just gonna say Simlissy, because I think I know the actual name, and then one time I said it and then somebody corrected me and I thought it was Dawn, but somebody told me it wasn't Dawn, and then I'm like, I'm pretty sure it is, but you know what, we're not gonna have that argument. Simlissy, we'll keep it simple. So I went to her for, I went to Dawn, or Simlissy, for clutter advice, because I used to hate it, I really did, but then when I watch people film LPs and they're playing in it, that's a completely different vibe. You get a sense of being immersed in this particular Sims' life, and that to me is just wonderful and amazing, and it feels real, realistic. So I decided to go and look through some of her builds just to get some advice, and in her latest apartment build, she actually put that shelf there with the little dangly, what is it called, succulents, and she actually embedded one of the regular base game shelves into it and put some oh my God, I meant to say knickknacks, but it came out as dick-dacks. You know what, it's been a day, so yeah, she put a couple little knickknacks up there just to give it a little more oomph, and I really loved that idea. So instead of just putting up whatever, I actually put up some of these functional photo frames, which are really cool because Taylor is a very sentimental sim. She loves to have pictures and photos of her friends and her family, just wherever she can see them on a day-to-day basis. And again, going back to really making this home feel like it was a part of Taylor's essence, it was super duper important to me, and I feel like I really did capture who she is as a sim. So I went ahead and did that, and then also I played around with the plants. Now that is something that I've seen a lot of simmers do, I just never have done it, and it kind of creates this little cluster of decor that also kind of brings a little liveliness to the build. And then over there, if you guys can see, Taylor, she has a bunch of these art pieces that hang on the wall, and I could envision her maybe being into painting, photography. For whatever reason, she really strikes me as a creative sim, and I'm not exactly sure where I pick up those vibes from, but that's just what I think. And I think that possibly her parents disapprove of that. Like, they really want her to become like a doctor or maybe a lawyer or something more along the lines of a professional profession, which is dumb because, I mean, obviously painters can be professionals too. It's just, you know, they're kind of narrow-minded like that, so that's fine, whatever. So yeah, I really wanted her apartment to be like her safe haven, her creative lair. And when I was putting this apartment together, I really noticed how many similarities her and Maddox have. Like, they both kind of like the same aesthetic. They both are really a sucker for creativity. She also loves music too, which is kind of cool. And she is obsessed with cats. Like, she is a total freaking cat lady. So you will see little bits and pieces here of cat memorabilia. There's like a calendar. Of course, she does have a cat. Her cat's name is York, and yes, like the peppermint patty, like literally, because it's black and white. It's a little tuxedo cat. Oh my god, he is so freaking cute. And so of course we had to put his things around the apartment, and when you're dealing with a very like close-knit build like this, it's really hard to like fit those things in. Oh my god, the litter box was a freaking hellstorm, but I figured it out. And so I think we're pretty much done with the, I want to say like living room quarters of the build. And I just love how close it just and cozy and just lived in this part of the home looks like. I don't know. There's something about it. I love the exposed brick. I love the color swatch on the wall. I love the green. And I also really enjoy the pops of colors too that the furniture brings. And I think, what else did he do? Okay, so you're probably also kind of curious as to why I have everything laid out in her bedroom. I actually kind of liked doing things that way because it made me feel like she was moving in for some reason, so that was really cool. Basically, as I was going through the catalog, I think I was looking for like the coffee bag situation that's over there by the tea maker, which, by the way, Taylor loves tea. All kinds of tea, the hot kind, the cold kind, the ice kind. She literally lives for a good herbal tea. So she has a tea maker, and I envision that thing probably being a little tea bag too, maybe a big tea bag, who really knows. So yeah, I was looking for that, and then when I was going through the catalog, anything that I saw that I wanted to incorporate in my build, I went ahead and plucked that out and set it down so that I could just go back to it later. Instead of, you know, going through the catalog time and time again, it probably would have taken me 5 hours to do this build if I would have done it that way. So it was just kind of an easier way to set things up, and I feel like it's probably a more enjoyable experience for you too. So we're working on the bathroom right now, and we are going to be obviously touching up the build with her bedroom, which I feel like is a really nice layout. The first time I created her apartment, I seriously hated her bedroom. Like, her bedroom was just so freaking boring, and I don't think I do any after editing on this build. I might have added maybe a extra wee spin to her bedroom, and then I moved the corkboard from its original placement to the other side of the room, which you might see in the after photos. I think that you will. So let me just go and tell you guys why this video is so late and what the hell I'm dealing with presently. So long story short, I'm sick and tired of talking about it, but I went to the hospital in the beginning of April. Well, your girl finally got her medical bill. Keep in mind, I have insurance. Keep in mind, I spend a lot a month in insurance. Okay, we are talking in the four figures, right? Four figure amount. Okay. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know this saga, but I got my bill today, and to my surprise, I could buy a new car for the amount that these mofos are trying to charge me. You guys, I wish. $12,341 after insurance, you guys. Woo-hoo-hoo. Spank me on the booty and call me a monkey, because I am about to go bananas. I honestly don't know what these people are thinking. I mean, are you freaking serious? Like, what did you cover? Anyways, I am going to obviously contact my insurance, and you guys, this is the itemized bill. This is the actual bill from the hospital themselves after my insurance has pitched in a whopping $5,000. Like, honestly, bish, 20% discount for having insurance? Literally, no thanks. Anyways, there is something seriously wrong with that picture. But as you can imagine, that total amount top of, you know, everything else that I've got going on in my life, taxes and just, you know, I don't know, birthday parties, and I have to go EA play, just a lot. It's very stressful. It's super stressful, and I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest because I've been dealing with it all day. I feel so much better already. I've been dealing with it all day, and it's just very, like, I don't know, it just makes you feel like a pile of freaking slop. I hate adulting. Like, I am over it. Like, I don't even care that I'm freaking 30 years old. I am still a child at heart. Like, you have no idea. Like, this adulting thing, God, I don't know how people do it. I seriously don't. I just wish I could be like, okay, get my big old stamp out. Boom, I'm done. Checking out of this joint. Hello, freaking Fruit Roll-Ups, Disney Channel, freaking Nickelodeon, SpongeBob SquarePants, where you at? I'm back. You know, Keenan and Kel, all that. I'm ready. I'm ready to just take a freaking jet back to the 90s. See you later. I've had enough. That's presently where my mood and state of mind is currently at, so that's fun. So yeah, basically that's why things are just kind of all jumbled today, and this video is really freaking late because I've been just stressing and dealing with that. I mean, we all go through things, and if you want to share some of your crazy medical stories with me and your billing insurance stuff, just let me know. I really actually love talking to you guys about this stuff. It's weird, but I like it. Anyway, we're coming to a close, and you can see me kind of like finagling with that little shelf thing here. I go in and actually add in our little customized pictures of our parents, and also there is a little photo of Taylor and Maddox here on her nightstand, which is really cool. I really, really, really love how her room turned out, even though she doesn't have a window, which is kind of annoying about only making this a one-level apartment. I was able to kind of make it work, and so it doesn't feel too claustrophobic by adding in that exposed brick. But overall, I am super duper duper proud of this build. Of course, as per the usual, will be available on my gallery at Gen 2606. And with that said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
I've been feeling